this is Laura Dovalo, and it's time for my first interactive card tutorial of the new year. As always, I like to show what we're making before we begin. When we pull on the slider panel of this simple slimline card, the little hearts and sentiment turn pink. I started by doing some tone-on-tone stamping with the cute little images from the new paper plane set on my 8 by 8.5 inch card base. I really love my Misty, but for this type of stamping, it's best to use a bunch of small acrylic blocks and stamp without cleaning and lifting the images all of the time. I learned that the hard way, and this is actually my third try. I would get halfway through, one of the little images would shift, and I would end up with a smudged result. Next, I partially stamped and heat embossed one of the sentiments from the lovely lion set on a piece of poppin' pink cardstock. The little banner from the tall tag Die-namics wasn't wide enough, but perfect otherwise, so I decided to do some partial die cutting. I'm sure all of you experienced crafters do it all the time, but I'm including a clip of the process for any possible newbies watching today. You just need to align one of the cutting plates of your die cutting machine so that it only covers the part of the banner that you want to cut. This results in a partial cut. Now you can lift the tape and slide the die to the right to cut only the fishtail part. Such an easy and useful technique. You can of course use it to shorten symmetrical shapes as well. And here we have our perfectly sized banner. For today's card I made a prototype of the 3.5 by 8 inch main panel just to get a better idea of the design. I drew 6 lines with a 1 inch distance between them, starting at the lower edge. Then I wrote the color that I need the slider panel to be behind each segment in its pulled out position. That way it was easy to plan and die cut the hearts and word in one go. My slider panel measures 2 7/8 inches by 7 3/4. If you wanted to, you could just ink the lines or use a marker to color them, but I decided to adhere strips of cardstock to it. It's a neat way to make the panel sturdier and to use this beautiful pink color without worrying about smudging anything. So my first segment is white and it's 2 inches tall. The next one is pink and 1 inch, then another 1 inch white, pink and white, and the final pink one should be 1 3/4 inches tall. I just trimmed the excess with my scissors later. Okay, so here's my final panel with hearts from the Band-Aids Die-namics and all occasion icons Die-namics sets. The letters are from the Essential Alphabet set. After running it through the die cutting machine, it's always a good idea to clean the edges with a nail file. And here I'm gluing all of the strips of cardstock to the slider panel, making sure that the first one is perfectly aligned with the lower edge. Liquid glue is better for this, since it gives you some wiggle room before it dries. As I mentioned before, I simply trimmed the last piece of poppin' pink cardstock with my scissors. And before moving on, let's just check out the effect of that beautiful color appearing behind our multiple little windows. After some soft ink blending with the Rolling Cloud stencil and Snow Cone premium dye ink, we're ready to assemble the card. Off camera I stamped the word pull on a 1 inch circle of cardstock backed with score tape, and here I'm adhering it to the lower edge of the slider panel. Let's add another circle to the back of it and we can move on. It's time to adhere strips of foam tape to the back of the card panel. Let's make sure that the slider panel is nicely centered, and once the first strip is in place, we can lean the slider panel against it and adhere the second one. Before we add the third one, we need to attach a strip of cellophane to act as a stop so that the panel can't be pulled out too far. You've seen me do it dozens of times and there's nothing to it. I used a piece of cellophane or thin plastic bag from some cardstock packaging, and you'll need a strip that measures about 2 3/4 by 1.5 inches. But it's easier to work with a longer one and just trim it with your scissors once it's adhered. Just make sure that the slider panel is in its final pulled out position before you attach it. Now we can add a strip of foam tape on top of the cellophane and adhere the panel to our card base, but before we do that, let's glue the banner to the panel. It actually has a double function since it holds those sharp letter edges together. You could also back the word window with a piece of acetate, but it isn't really necessary since the slider panel only moves an inch. Now we're ready to peel off the backing of the foam tape and attach the panel to the card base. I always like to hold the slider panel in its place with some low-tack tape when I do that. Okay, we're almost done. I added the cute little paper planes off camera. Check out the description box below if you want to see what COPIC colors I used. Thank you so much for stopping by. Bye bye, hasta la próxima.